And we are live. We are live. We are live. What do we have here? Huh?
It's another brother
Brother
overload.
overload. Ah, oh shit! One day we should make it a brother overload extra and bring another brother into the show. Teacher, force him out. Be like, that's it. You're gone. You're gone. Oh, how's it going, man? You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, good, good.
Good to have you back. Good. I see.
Yeah.
I see your light is taped to the ceiling. I saw that and I thought, What is that doing there?" See how I expose you on here. But yeah, we've got a really good show. Really good show this week. So I'm just going to slide on past it. That's it. Very good. A really good show this week. No teacher. Teacher is otherwise engaged. So Emmanuel has kindly come in to fill in the boots of teacher. This week we've got a good show, like I mentioned, of movies, streaming, TV shows, and everything in between, and lots of news. Not lots of news, a little bit of news. It's a bit of a diet show today, so you can listen to this while you're going on your little jog, or while you're traveling to work or whatever, and hopefully we'll fill in that nice little gap for you. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So first of all, we got some shout outs.
So
Oh,
what's
it's
the
me.
shout
I'm
out?
doing the shout outs, aren't I?
Yeah.
Usually, teacher says, "I'll do the shout outs," but it's me. So first shout out goes to Ciel Noir 3, and she was on her travels. You can go check out her Instagram. She was on her travels to Ghana and Nigeria,
Wow.
and yeah, she traveled, and she's that girl. You go to her. We always say go to her Instagram page. Guaranteed, you walk away happier than when you went there.
Yeah.
Such a positive person, good vibes, motivation, wellness, travel, and all sorts of things. And when she went out there, she did a little vote actually on who has the best jollof rice.
Oh no.
So I mean, this is
That's
like
a
this
constant battle.
constant. There's two Ghana guys
Constant.
right here. So you know what we're gonna say. Even though, you know what, to be honest, I'm not a massive jollof rice eater. I'll be honest,
Yeah.
I'm not massive, but I've got to stick to my people, and I've got to say Ghana jollof rice is the best. I've got to say that. But the battle continues. It's like Coke and Pepsi. You know what I mean? It continues to rage on. So Ciel Noir, tell us who you think has the best jollof rice. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe it's Sierra Leone. I heard they got good jollof rice as
Yeah.
well. So who knows? But yeah, go check out Ciel Noir 3's page on Instagram. Next shout out goes to Shifa. Shifa always watches the show on a big TV. She puts it on YouTube while she's doing her bits and bobs. Loves some Marvel news. We've got some Marvel news for you today, Shifa. So hold out for that one.
Hmm.
Next shout out goes to the 5F's Telegram channel,
Yeah.
where this show is every Wednesday, 8 p.m. UK time. What did the 5F stand for? Shall I put you on the spot? Do you know the 5Fs?
Finance.
Yep,
Uh, is it family?
yep,
Faith?
yep.
Uh, and that's it. I'm out of luck.
Fitness
Fitness,
and
fun,
fuck
fun.
Flixters. I said fuck Flixters. For Flixters. That's what I said.
Well, apparently that's a good fitness as well,
There
though.
you go. And Flixters, yes. So they're the 5Fs. Go check out their Telegram page where you can find all of that, and also the Flixters will be there as well.
Mhm.
8 p.m. every Wednesday. So those are today's shout outs. Now on to the show for movie news. So first of all, do you know who
What we
Neil
got?
Blomkamp is?
Neil Blomkamp is the
Yes.
director.
Hmm. Have you seen District 9?
Oh yes, yes.
District 9, Chappie.
Chappie, yeah.
Yep.
South Africa, South Africa.
Yes, you
Yeah,
got it. You got it. So he actually recently directed Gran Turismo. Have you seen that yet, by the way?
yeah. I've seen Gran Turismo. I thought it was really good. I went and
Yeah.
saw it in 4DX. That was
Oh
the
yeah, you
first time I
said
went.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
was the first time I
How was
went.
the 4DX experience in the cars? Was it good?
Yeah, no, the 4DX experience in the car, especially when he was doing the 24-hour
Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Mm.
Yeah, and then the rain and the wind. Yeah, that was really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's decent. You know, I can imagine. You know what? I should have did it. I did it for Hot Shots Maverick.
yeah.
I mean, I keep
Top
saying
Gun,
Hot
Top
Shots,
Gun,
Top Gun,
Top
Hot Shots
Gun.
Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, and that was really good. I can
Yeah, I can
imagine
imagine
Gran
that one.
Turismo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the news is, yeah, so Neil Blomkamp, he has been talking about doing a District 10, which is a
Mm.
sequel to District 9, which is actually a revolutionary film. But, you know, because even who asked the question the other day about Godzilla always going to Japan, going to New
Yeah,
York? It
that
was
was
you.
me.
And when you
Yeah.
think about any sort of big disaster, aliens coming to Earth, where did it always go? They always go to
Was it
America,
America?
New
Yeah.
York, or whatever. But in District 9, the
Which
aliens
is
are in South
South
Africa.
Africa, which is what I liked as well.
Exactly, something
Because it
different.
was different. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's District 9. District 10 is meant to be a sequel, but so far Neil Blomkamp is saying he's not sure if it's
Mm.
going to go ahead. You know, Sony are saying it depends on how good Gran Turismo is going to be. So maybe we
Right.
all need to go see Gran Turismo again to make sure that, you know, it really, you know, does well at the box
Yeah.
office so that District 10 gets green lit.
Was there
So
any reasons why?
money, man, money.
Money. Okay.
Yeah, money makes the world go round. So they just don't want to let off too much money if they
Okay.
are not going to get a guaranteed, you know, payback. So I
So it
think that's
wasn't
it.
creative differences or anything like that where
Nah,
they
that's
wanted to
still going to
change the
happen.
animation and stuff
It's
like
just
that.
not sure yet, but it's going to
Right.
happen at some stage. He's saying.
Right.
So it's not totally off the menu. Okay, so next bit of news we have Taika Waititi. Oh my gosh.
Taika.
You know, his name should be Taika.
Taika David
Why?
Cohen.
Why? Oh my god. Why, TT? Oh man. So he's saying now the next Thor, 4, 5 actually. Thor Love and Thunder for me was shit. I ain't gonna lie, it's rubbish. I didn't
I don't
like it.
know. You know what? If I was one of the suits and he came to me and said 4 5, I'd be like, I'd just turn my back on him and just
Yeah,
carried on walking because I
yeah.
was going like, "Are you being serious? You want to come? You want to come to me now?" Tiger.
That film was
Ragnarok was good.
yeah, it's
Then you took
fresh,
the
something
yeah.
different.
Then you took the piss, and then you went and did Love and Thunder, and God of God Butcher. Nah, that was a
Man
disappointment.
didn't butcher anything. I could have gone to a halal meat shop down the road and seen more butchering. Yeah, you know what I mean? I
He was
didn't
making a
butcher
frappe.
nothing, you know? Sir. But yeah, so the news is that he's saying in Thor 5, the next one that hasn't
Mm.
been totally greenlit yet, but he expects it should be. He's saying in that one, the villain will have a major power upgrade and will be more powerful than
No, I'm not
Hela.
buying. No, I'm not buying it, Tiger,
Yeah, neither am
because
I.
like,
Neither am I.
yeah, God of God Butcher should have been the villain there.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
you're going to tell me about this villain's going to be. That's the reason why you know what? That's the only reason why you're going to come to me with that pitch is that the villain's going to have a massive upgrade is because you fucked up on the last one.
Mm. It'll have to be someone mad powerful, and it'll have to have a different tone. It can't be
Yeah,
this jokey too much. It's just
that, that
it was too much joke. There was no seriousness at all.
yeah. I mean that was good for the Ragnarok.
Yeah, it was balanced, just about
Yeah,
enough. Yeah.
but
Mm.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm not too sure about this one. I don't care how powerful they've got to be. The film's got to be good first and foremost. That's all I can
Hmm.
say. So yeah, so let's see what happens with that one. And the next bit of news, Dune. Woo,
Yes, yes.
Dune. Okay, so I know there's been lots of strikes in Hollywood and so on, so it's pushed lots of films back and messed up schedules. Dune Part 2 was meant to come out in November 2023,
Hmm.
but it's now been pushed back to 2024 with no fixed date as of yet.
Why?
But I don't know, you know. I mean, I know it's been pushed back because of the strikes and so on, but I'm not sure why it hasn't got a date.
Right.
So that's
I
what I'm not
mean that.
sure about.
Yeah. Because I feel like after the first one,
Mm.
I felt. I mean, I felt that June was really good.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
and but then I feel like a lot of people there's not been a lot of excitement when they came out with the trailer recently for the second June, and maybe it could be because of that.
Mm.
There's not enough excitement. So right now maybe the climate's just not right. So
Okay.
they're thinking let's push it back. We've got other movies on the slate that's people are more excited about. So let's try and work with that, and then fit it in between.
Mm.
You know.
But the good thing is for the Marvels is now they've got less competition. So for them, because Dune was meant to come out in November as well as the Marvels, so now the Marvels are going to be alone in a certain gap in November, which means that they can dominate the box office. So it's going to be good for them. So I'm not looking forward to the Marvels in a big sense. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I ain't got I'm not holding my breath, but I should think this may help them to do better at the box office.
Well, they need to do better. I mean, now they have got a little excuse if that's the case that they're going to
Mm.
be the only ones that's going to be out there. So, do you know what I mean? It's like,
So if they
whoa,
flop, it means they're really
yeah,
bad. Yeah.
you're lacking excuses. It can't be
Oh my
because of.
gosh. Oh well, let's see. Let's see what happens. So November's not a long way away. September is like literally around the corner. By the time you listen to
Yeah,
this, it may be September already. But yeah, let's see what happens with that anyway. But yeah, that's movie news. So next we go on to what's new on streaming.
streaming.
Yeah. So have you heard of Dope Stick?
Yeah, yeah. I watched Dope Sick.
Dope Stick.
That was on Disney
I mean, I keep
Plus.
saying Dope Stick, Dope Sick. Sorry, on
Dope
Disney
Sick. Yeah,
Plus. Yeah, it's a good show, isn't it? It's a
it's a
good
good.
show.
Yeah, it was really good. It was so good. It was, you know what? It was on that level of what is it? I think it's called "I Care for You," where it was about
Ah.
that woman who
Oh, the film at Amazon
yeah,
where she was taking advantage of people
that's
that
it.
were unwell and I think
Yeah,
old or
that's it.
something like that. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. No, I didn't really. I heard about this opiate epidemic in America, but didn't know any details about it and what was going on. Dope Stick really. It's a what was it, 10 parts I think it is, or nine
Y-
parts, and then an hour
Yeah,
long. I did it in
yeah,
a day and a half,
yeah.
and I was just going through it. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's about the
It's about the
co-
painkiller.
what's it called again?
Um, I can't remember
My
the
mind's gone
drug.
blank. Yeah.
I can't remember the drug, but the reason why it was an opioid epidemic is because the opioid is what's used in painkillers,
Yeah.
and that's when you've got drugs like morphine that's administered in hospitals
Yes.
and
Yes. Yeah.
that for patients. It's the strongest drug in order to like for surgeons to
Mm,
basically you won't feel it. You won't feel it like a needle getting stuck inside of you, or
mm.
you getting cut if you had to be awake during an operation. But
Oxycodone. That's it.
oxycontin,
Oxycontin. Yeah. That's it.
oxycontin, yeah, that's it.
But now go watch it. It's good. And actually, there's another reason why I've put this one on the list. This one's called Painkiller, and
Yeah,
this is on Netflix.
I
And
haven't
this
watched
one,
it.
neither have I. But I've got to see it. My sister said it's really good,
Mm,
but she hadn't seen Dope Sick. And Painkiller is basically similar to the Oxycontin epidemic, I believe, in America. It's got
yeah.
this one's got. I mean, Dope Sick's got Michael Keaton as the lead star, Rosario Dawson, but Painkiller has Matthew Broderick.
Mm.
He's one of the main guys in it. But yeah, it looks decent as well. And this one's shorter. I think it's 6 episodes, 45 minutes each, so you can do it in a day easily.
But I
But
think
this
this
look.
one's supposed to be grittier. That's from
Oh,
compared to
are you
Dope Sick.
serious?
Yeah,
Say no more. That's it.
yeah,
Say no more. Grittier. I
yeah.
thought Dope Stick was gritty because that one was despair. That one, but the way they were really like.
Making stuff up. That was the bit.
It's
That
not
was
even
the
that. No, it's the people that were on the drug. They
yeah.
were really like the drug had them, and you think, okay, they can come back. No, they relapse,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
it's so depressing in a mad way. So I thought that was gritty. So if Painkiller is more gritty,
mm.
you got me. You got me. So yeah, watch Painkiller on Netflix if you can as well. Next one is
I've seen
Ahsoka
trailers for
Tano.
this.
You haven't seen it yet? Are you
I've seen
waiting?
trailers. I've seen the trailers. I haven't watched
Oh,
the actual show yet.
okay. 2 episodes have come out. They come out every Wednesday. So we had 2 episodes come out on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday the 24th or 23rd, something like that.
Right.
And then we're gonna have an episode come out every week. I think it's 6 episodes,
Right. Okay.
and this is Ahsoka Tano. This is basically the live action version of Rebels stroke Clone Wars in a way.
Hmm.
So you got Ahsoka Tano, you got Hera Syndulla, you got Sabine Wren. I think we're gonna have what's the boy in it called again? I can't remember the boy's name, but all these animated characters come to life. You got
Mm.
Grand Admiral Thrawn's going to be in it. I'm not going to spoil it for you,
Yeah.
but I will say it looks so far it is better
Right.
than like Obi-Wan. It's better than
Is it on
uh
par? It's not on par with
Boba Fett.
Mandalorian, is it? Like, or is it just a different
Mandalorian.
tone?
It's slightly different. Mandalorian for me is better. It's the
Yeah.
best, I should say.
Yeah.
Season 3 was a bit hit and miss, but this one's looking like it. Uh, yeah, it's looking good. I don't want to
Okay.
spoil it too much. It's looking good, but yeah,
Yeah.
you go and watch it and
How
let
many
us know what you.
episodes is it supposed to
Six
be?
episodes.
6. Okay.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson obviously she's the main person. She's a Psychotano. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is Hera Syndulla, and the other actors you'll see them as well. Obviously, you will when you watch it.
Okay.
But they're kind of like the main household names in this. Ray
Right.
Stevens, the late Ray Stevens is in it as well. He's like a bad Jedi
Right.
type
Okay.
thing. I think also I think Bruce Lee's daughter's in it or something. Yeah, I
Really?
think she's in
Okay.
it. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, go give it a watch. Go give it a watch. Let us know what you think, Flixters. We've got one trailer on the program today, and this one is. Have you heard of this one? Rebel Moon.
I've heard of it, but I've not seen the trailer.
Man, man,
Am I missing out?
man. This trailer. This is going to be on Netflix, by the way. This is coming out. I think the first episode is December, and then the
Right.
second part I think is March. Don't know why they're splitting it so far apart. It's like an epic. It's like Star Wars mixed with Dune. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Zack
Okay.
Schneider, main
Yeah.
guy. Sophia Boutella, I think her name is. She's in
Yeah.
it as well. This Jumon Honsu's in it. You got a plethora of stars in this. Rebel Moon looks. You know Zack Schneider's style. He loves a
Yeah.
slow motion. He loves a slow motion. You know, man loves a slow motion. He loves sci-fi, special effects, but with good
Yeah.
acting and
They all got their
impactful
signatures,
scenes.
man.
Exactly. And this one so far, if it delivers on its promise, this could be
Mm.
a big hit for Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be a
Okay.
big hit. And yeah, it's basically the premise is about a legacy, bloodlines, and people
Mm.
that should be ruling in space. He's got precious art, precious minerals and land, all that kind of
Okay.
stuff, all the
So I
things
can see
that
the Dune connection there.
exactly, and Star
Right.
Wars,
Okay.
all the
Right.
stuff that humans fight for.
Yeah.
But this is in space, and it's like when I say it's a bit like Star Wars as well. You got like these aliens, aliens that are just not seen as aliens because it's space. So it's just like just
Right.
normal people
Right.
just chatting, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, it looks decent.
Yeah.
I can't really say no more. The official trailer came out just a few days ago. It's about 3.5 minutes long.
Mm.
So go check it out. I would say definitely go check it out. It looks all right.
I will.
Rebel Moon, that is.
Rebel.
So that's our only trailer. And then now we go on to Anniversary Corner.
What we got?
Yeah, Anniversary Corner. So we got a film from 20 years ago.
I don't think
20,
I've actually seen this.
man. Open Water, 20 years ago. I remember watching this film. I think I think I did watch it in a cinema. I'm pretty sure I did watch it in a cinema.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah, pretty sure. This film, if I'm not mistaken, yes, this is based on true events.
So
This is
someone
based,
got like stranded, like
yeah,
pie
this is yeah. So
out in the sea.
scuba divers basically are
Okay.
stranded out in the sea
Mm.
after their sort of boat or the boat that they came on leaves them behind. I don't know how that happens. Maybe they're scuba diving somewhere and they didn't take account of them. They forgot and they left because I think they were scuba diving in a big group of people.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, scuba diving now, and if you go out to do like snorkeling, they're really strict on staying in a certain area. They
Mm,
say, stay in this area, stay in this area. And they've got people that are in the water with you to keep you safe and all that.
right.
This happened years ago. Two people
Mm,
that met, male and female, out in the open sea, and not just being stranded. That alone is tough.
yeah.
Imagine if you're stranded and there's a shark around.
Sharks.
Yes, a shark is around sniffing because it's hungry. It hasn't had its breakfast. It had to go to work, didn't get time to eat breakfast, rushing around, swimming under the sea,
I can
and then it
imagine
sees
now that she
legs.
scraped, yeah, like a scratch on the leg,
Mm,
blood drop of blood.
exactly. Sharks
Wow.
are hungry.
So
They're
how long
hungry.
were they out in water for? Or
Oh, they
do
were
you know?
out. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how long it was. But I think it was a day or two. It might have been.
Mm,
Uh, yeah. And this shark, mate. I don't want to spoil what happens in this film totally because I think it's one of those films that the less you know, the better.
right. Okay.
But yeah, things happen in this, and the reason why I chose this film on Anniversary Corner because obviously 20 years ago, it's 20 years. That's a long time. Uh, but also it links in with the main film we're going to talk about in a few seconds.
Okay.
This open water. Uh, I mean, there's no point mentioning who's in it because you won't recognize the names. They're not household names, but they do fantastic jobs. This film is almost like not found footage, but it's filmed in a way that it doesn't seem like a feature film. It's
Right.
filmed
Okay.
very like
What was that one?
steady cam kind of.
Blair Witch Project. Was it like that
Kinda, yes.
or?
It's not, but the thing is, it's not through first person perspective, but it is filmed on the cheap to make it seem a bit more, home video style, if
Right.
I can
Okay.
say. So it does kind of add to the this could happen to anyone, kind of thing,
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's one of those films you got to see. Just watch it, Uh,
And this is
yeah,
open water or?
yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Open water.
So
So
wait,
yeah.
okay, all
Oh,
right.
no, go
No,
ahead.
no, 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 no. The less I know, the better.
Okay,
Because I was
yeah.
gonna say, did they did they survive or?
Yeah, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. But yeah, I chose this film because our main film, which we're going to talk about now, is called The Dive. And this film, again, it's just like Open Water, only has two people in the film, pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much only two people in the film. Open Water has a few more, but The Dive. When was the last time you? I mean, we saw Oppenheimer. Have you seen Oppenheimer?
I
Actually,
haven't seen Oppenheimer.
that's got 100 people in it.
Yeah,
100 people. Yeah, most films have got a cast of some
they've got
sort.
a cast, but I
Yeah,
think that that's the more difficulty, isn't it? When you've got two people and you need the storyline, you got to keep their attention because two people and like open water, two people out in sea. That's like yeah, that will be
exactly. You
it's
are
got to be
alone.
a challenging film to
Yeah.
what was that other one where I think it was called it was someone who was stranded in the outback. I don't want I feel like the film was like 360 or
Oh,
300
127 seconds.
120
Sorry, 127 hours. He has to cut his
where
own hand off or whatever.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and that one
yeah,
again is like one person.
yeah. James Franco, I think it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
based on the true events as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this one, the dive, two
Yes.
people.
So the dive. Yeah, this one only has two people in the whole film. Yeah. This one. Okay, there is a flashback with some
Yeah,
younger versions of themselves and a
right.
flashback with their dad, but they don't speak. So the only people that speak in this whole film are two people. This
Okay.
film is almost a hidden gem. Almost is a hidden gem.
So are we
It,
thrown into the movie straight like when the incident has happened, and
no, so
then
it's two
given?
sisters. They're going on a road trip. This is actually a remake of a Swedish film called Breaking Surface. It's
Okay.
2020. So it's a remake, but this is like an English version. But the actresses, both the actresses in this film, they kind of give you a kind of European kind of vibe.
Mm,
They like they seem like they could be Scandinavian or German or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know where they're from. But anyway, yeah. So the film starts off two sisters. There's a bit of a history between them. You can tell that there's been some issues, and they're trying to maybe get back to the way they were.
Yeah. So
So
this
you
is
can,
what, like an occasion for them to try and mend.
yeah. I think they get together every year at least to do this. But in between that, there've been some issues, and
Mm,
maybe since the last time they saw each other, they had a few issues, and
yeah.
you can kind of see it in the conversations while they're driving to the location. So
Mm,
they drive to a remote location, just them two, remote location. I'm not even sure what country it is.
yeah.
Uh, and they get there, and they're talking about basically going into a dive where they dive. They've got the oxygen tanks. They've got some spare tanks and stuff like that.
So
Uh,
they're professionals, as in they've been doing this
yeah,
all their
they've done
life.
this.
It's always
Yeah,
how they've
yes,
bonded and whatnot.
exactly. Their
Right.
dad
Okay.
actually got them into diving when they were young. When
Right.
they were really young, their dad, in a bit of a hard way, he held their head on the water and made them hold their breath. So there's
Sink
history
or
there.
swim, literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're really good at they can dive. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they set themselves up. They drive to the edge of the cliff, kind of thing. They bring their spare tanks. They bring their spare tanks down to the beach and hide
Mm.
them. And
Hmm.
then they got spare tanks in the car as well. So they've got lots of spare tanks, lots of fail safes basically.
Yeah.
They both go on this dive, and it's really beautiful. They've got actually like a intercom system, so while they're diving, they can speak,
Speak to each other.
and they've
Okay.
got like a face, almost like, see how welders are. Welders got
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
face mask. They've got that
Right.
mask, so when they're diving, they can speak, and they're not like,
Oh. Okay.
they haven't got a thing on their mouth. They can just,
Right.
I
Okay.
don't know why I'm doing
Okay.
that, but they can speak.
It
And
got you in the
I know.
movie.
So they're there, they're diving, looking at stuff. It's all beautiful. It's all lovely. They're just doing their thing. And then all of a sudden, something happens above, whether it's a
Mm.
landslide, something happens where rocks falls into
Oh
the water.
shit.
Yeah, so rocks fall into the water, and then they
There's no
lose
path
each
for
other.
them. Okay.
They
Right.
lose
Okay.
each other. It gets dark. So there's radio silence for about a minute and a half of real time, and that's a long time.
That's
You're
a
trying
long
to
time. Yeah.
exactly, and after a minute and a half radio silence, through one of them flashing their light, she sees the other sister.
Mm.
She goes to her, but the other sister is trapped.
Mm.
Somehow the rocks have landed on her, where it's trapped her, so she
Yeah.
can't move. She's
Oh
stuck.
shit.
She's stuck. She's okay.
Yeah.
She's not bleeding or anything, but
Right.
she's stuck.
Stuck. Yeah.
And the other sister is panicking and oh shit, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then the sister that's trapped is like, be calm, be calm. She's more the calm sister. The other one's more
Mm.
the panicky sister.
Mm.
She's saying, okay, be calm. You need to save me here. I
Mm.
can't move. They tried to move the rock. They cannot do it.
Mm.
You got to save me. You need to go and get help.
Help. Yeah.
And you need to go and get my other
The
gas tank,
tank.
air
Yeah. So then
tank.
I've got enough air. Yeah.
Yeah, because the one I've got now is going to
It will
run
run
out
out.
in
Yeah.
exactly 25 minutes.
Oh shit.
So she needs to go out there, go to get the other one, and it's fine. She gets out there, she times herself,
Mm.
and the timer's on the screen. Times
Oh
herself, yeah,
shit.
time so we can see we're in it as well. She gets out there,
Uh,
and oh shit, the rocks that came down have blocked the spare tanks that they had on the beach.
oh my gosh.
So she can't get to that. So she runs up to the car.
Time is of the essence of this in
She
this
runs up to the
movie.
car where
Yeah.
there's more spare tanks, but the keys are trapped
Oh.
with the other. Oh my! Oh, the keys are trapped. She can't get into the car. So it's in the trunk, as Americans say. When we say the boot, it's in the boot.
Yeah.
It's in the boot. She can't get into it. She smashes the window. She tries to get into it. She tries to get into it through the back seat. She can't do it. Panicking. All these times, her sister's underground, running out of air.
And on the screen, we can see the
You
timer
can
just
see the
go.
time
Oh my
ticking.
gosh.
And then and she says obviously also get help. She can't get help because she can't get to their phones
Yeah.
or anything. She's panicking, thinking, shit.
This sounds like a good movie, man.
It's a, do you know what? I actually don't want to say. I don't want to say too much because
You really got me hooked on this now. Like,
and
I need
it's
to watch
two
this.
people. It's like
Yeah,
some of the things, some of the decisions that she makes. Because the karma sister, you can see, would have been better
yeah,
if it was the other way around.
working it out. Yeah,
This one's panicking, and man, the
but you
things
know
that
that's kind of like what you're describing. It's kind of like in sibling relationships as well.
yeah,
You have someone
yeah,
who is always like the logical
yeah,
one, or
yeah,
is
exactly,
the
yeah,
calm one is the one who's been trapped, and then
yes,
the other one is now
yeah,
having to be the logical
yeah.
one and try
You got
and
it. You got it.
yeah.
You got it. Yeah. So that's what
Oh
happens. I
man,
mean, it's. I don't want to say too much past what I've said. I think I've set it up
no,
quite
you said
well, so
enough.
you know what's up. Because there's things that happen where you think, "What are you doing?" And there's other things that happen that are out of her control,
Mm,
and there's moments of mad panic. And these
because
two actors, I don't know. Do you know what? I'm going to say their
mm,
names. These two actors, yeah. What are their names? So it's Louise Krauss and Sophie Lowe.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
This has got a 5.9 on IMDb. It should be for me at least a 7.5, I reckon, or maybe an 8. It
yeah.
should be, but it's not.
You reckon it's that because they're
It's not.
not known
Yeah, it's not a
stars,
big
and it's
film.
like
Not a big
yeah,
film. Not a big release. I saw it actually advanced screening, so it's not. I think it's out here in the UK. I think it might be out now, but I saw it a couple of weeks ago actually.
yeah.
But The Dive 2023, such a simple premise. This cost. Let me see, how much did it cost? This probably cost. Can I find out the cost of it? Let me see. Does it tell me? It's not telling me. No, it's not
This
telling
is
me how
why I
much it
like
costs.
world cinema movies, is because you
Yeah,
got a totally different like
yeah.
storyline, and
It was filmed in Malta.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I don't know what the budget was, but I doubt it was more than 2 million, if that.
mm,
If that, I reckon, if that. Obviously, a lot of technical expertise is going to be needed for the underwater filming, so I'm sure a lot of the budget went to that. But this was a good film. It's a very sound film, very good film, but you won't hear about it. But this is
mm,
the sort of thing you've got to track down, you've got to watch it. Go cinema, help the box office if you can. If you can't, watch it however you can. But this is a good film, good ending, good beginning, good middle. That's all I've got to say, really. The Dive, I'll give it an 8, maybe 7.5, 8.
yeah,
But yeah, worth watching this one. Definitely worth watching this one. Yeah.
boy,
Yeah, so yeah, that's really it. That's really it. So
no, that's
are
really
you
good.
gonna watch it? Are you gonna go out and go
No,
and
I'm gonna watch the
yeah?
dive. Yeah.
I got you sold, yeah? I got you sold. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
man.
Okay. Well, yeah, there
Because
we
I can
go,
only
man.
imagine the older sister. She's
Mm.
probably like, "Oh my god, I'm actually gonna die because I know what my younger sister's like." And then,
Oh gosh. Yeah. No, honestly, try and see it if you can. And this sort of film that
yeah,
don't let it put you off doing. If you snorkel or if you do scuba diving, don't let it put you off because this is the movie. I don't think it's based on true events. I searched and I didn't see anything saying it was based on true events. Even though I
mm,
wouldn't be surprised if it was
mm.
loosely based on. Actually, was it? Oh, I think it. I think it might be. I think when the film started, did it say based on true events?
Well, when I watch it, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I think it might be. But anyway, yeah, go watch it. But that's it. So that's the end of this week's show. Thank you very much, Emmanuel,
No
for
worries.
for the brother overload.
Literally jumped off the plane.
Yeah, jumped off the plane right into the game. But what's happening next week? Next week, what is it next week? I think it might be the Equalizer Part
Oh
3.
no, yeah, I want to see that. I need to watch
Mm.
one and two.
Oh, you
So
ain't
then,
seen it?
no, I need to. I've
Okay.
watched it, but I need
Oh,
to
okay.
watch
Watch
one
it
and two
again.
to
Okay.
refresh
Yeah.
myself because
Yeah.
Dakota Fanning is in this third
Yes.
one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just gave me the whole Man on Fire vibes, and I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah, let me
Yeah.
watch one and two
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get a proper get it fresh into
Refresh.
my head. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
All right, cool, man. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, tune in. I guess Amal always does this. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, make sure you reach out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter or X, Facebook, and all the rest of it. And yeah, until next time.